Imagine paying into the system for 35 years only to be told, sorry, you would need to work until 74 before you get a penny of state pension. That fear is becoming a real conversation in the UK. On July 21st, 2025, the government launched the most sweeping review of the state pension in over a decade, and it's left many wondering, is the state pension slowly dying? If you're under 55 today, you might need to brace yourself because the goalposts are moving and they may not stop at 68. Some forecasts suggest the state pension age could stretch well into your 70s. In this video, we're going to unpack 3 things you need to know: why the system is breaking, whether the state pension could actually disappear, and most importantly, what you can do right now so your retirement isn't left in the hands of politicians. Before we look at the cracks in the system, let's rewind, because the state pension was never meant to give anyone a dream retirement. It started in 1908 and paid out 5 shillings a week to people over 70 at a time when most people didn't even live that long. In other words, hardly anyone claimed it. By 1942, the Beveridge Report laid the foundations for the modern system. Fast forward to today, and the new state pension pays out £11,973 a year, roughly £230 a week, if you've got 35 full years of national insurance contributions. But here's the problem. Nearly 1 in 8 retirees today live solely on that state pension. It was only ever designed as a safety net, not your entire retirement plan. And that's exactly why the system is now creaking under pressure. So, why is the pension system breaking now when it survived world wars, recessions, and decades of change? 4 big reasons. People are living longer, which means more years drawing pensions. The state pension is already the single biggest welfare expense at £170 billion a year and climbing. Then, the savings gap. Nearly half of working age adults aren't saving for retirement. That means millions of future pensioners will lean harder on the state. And the triple lock, this guarantees that pensions rise every year by whichever is higher: inflation, wage growth, or 2.5%. Sounds fair, but in years of high inflation or fast wage growth, it becomes eye-wateringly expensive. Even the Office for Budget Responsibility has warned the triple lock isn't sustainable. So the real question isn't if it changes, but when. Quick question. If you were offered the choice, would you rather see the pension age go up or the triple lock reduced or even withdrawn? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious where people stand on this one. So, is the government about to scrap the state pension? Honestly, no, because it will be political suicide. Pensioners are the most reliable voting bloc, and no political party is going to stand up and say, vote for us, we'll abolish pensions. But keeping things exactly as they are, that's just as unrealistic. What's more likely is a slow death by reform, not gone overnight, but gradually less generous, arriving later in life. That could mean the pension age rising faster than expected, the triple lock being watered down, or even, though this would be hugely controversial, means testing, which experts warn could actually make things worse. So, rather than pensions vanishing overnight, what we'll see is erosion, pushing you to depend more on your own savings. There are 3 groups who should be paying close attention. 1. If you were born after 1970, working past 68 is almost certain. 2. If you're under 40, don't be surprised if your pension age starts with a 7. And if you're in a physically demanding job, this is where the system feels deeply unfair, because working into your 70s isn't just realistic. Which group are you in? Let me know below. So, what's the plan? If the state pension isn't reliable, here's what you can control. 1. Start saving and investing early. Even £50 to £100 a month into a SIPP or stocks and shares ISA compounds into serious money. 2. Check your national insurance record. You need 35 qualifying years for the full pension. If you're short, you can often buy back missing years. 3. Plan for uncertainty. If you're under 55, assume the rules will change. Build multiple income streams so you're not caught out. 4. Figure out your retirement number. Know how much you need instead of hoping the government fills the gap. 5. Stay informed. Reviews like the one happening right now will reshape the rules. So subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated. So, is this the end of the state pension? Probably not in the sense of it vanishing tomorrow, but it will never look the same as it does today. That's why the smartest move is to treat the state pension as a bonus, not the backbone of your retirement, because betting your future on politicians is a gamble you almost always lose. Instead, build your own financial freedom so the state pension becomes just extra pocket money. And if you want to see why retiring after 60 might already be a mistake, watch this video next. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you think the state pension will survive another 30 years, or is it already on borrowed time? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.